So in last class, we have seen just the overview of Python, right? And from today onwards, we are going to start our subject. Okay. As yesterday, we have seen few things about the history of Python, right? Today we are going to start the history of Python. Then we are going to start with the real-time applications. So first, let me show the real-time applications. Real-time applications, what are the things we can create and what are the modules required for creating the application based on Python, right? So first of all, I will check it. If you see here, real-time application of Python, right? So first is web development. Web development comes under what? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all the combination of front end, back end, database, and frameworks, right? So, what framework we have to use here? That is the question. What we can use, what we should use. Okay. Nowadays, people also use Flask. People also use Bottle. Okay. There are lots of n number of framework we have for Python, right? N number of framework we have. Among them, one is the most latest. One is the most latest and trending framework is there called. Okay. Just give me a moment. Sorry, I forgot to share the screen. Is it visible now? Online guys, is it visible now?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. So, Django, it is one of the famous framework nowadays. Okay, because why we use Django here? Why only Django here? Because Django has lots of free features, n number of features it has. That's why instead of Flask, Flask is also similar. Both are for connecting the front end, right? But Django has lots of n number of features it has. Okay, that's why Django is in more use. Similarly for data science, so here I'm talking about Django means it is a framework. It is a Flask is a framework, right? Now when it comes to data science, it's a request to everyone online guys, please mute yourself, please. It's a request, please mute yourself. Okay, fine. Next is data science. So when we talk about data science comes with machine learning, deep learning, analysis of data, right? Prediction of anything, recognition of anything, right? So there the most important libraries are pandas and numpy. So why we use pandas and why we use numpy? First of all, panda is something which is for frameworks. Okay, numpy to make our data as a multi-dimensional data. Okay, have you heard about the dimension? One dimensional, two dimension, three dimensional, right? Likewise, it is also making multi-dimensional data. So the use of numpy is nothing but to make our data in array format. Do you know what is array? 1D array, 2D array, 3D array. That is dimensional. One dimensional array, two dimensional array. That makes matrix. Okay, that makes row and column form matrix. Okay, pandas is something which forms the data in the form of rows and columns. Okay, data frames with rows and columns. I will show you in later classes. I will show you how to make pandas, how to make numpy, how to use numpy and pandas data, and also I will show you how to convert those data into visualization form. When we come to the visualization, matplotlib, seaborn, I will try to complete seaborn as well because it is a vast topic. Seaborn is also one kind of a machine learning, I can say, library. Okay, yeah, module. Then when it comes to machine learning, one of the most important library we have, that is known as scikit-learn. Inside this only we have n number of algorithms. Either it could be a supervised learning, it is unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. Always we are using what? scikit-learn. We can also call it as sklearn. Got it? Sklearn. We also have something called TensorFlow that comes under deep learning AI. And in artificial intelligence, also we have Keras, PyTorch. Likewise, we have n number of, these are the modules, you can say, libraries. With the help of this libraries, see, again I'm telling you, creation of any Python program is much easier as compared to other languages, because in other languages we have to have a longer code, we have to write the longer code. Okay, I will show you. When it comes to features, I will show you how Python is simple as compared to other programming languages. Okay, but now if you see, these are the modules. With the help of these modules only, we have to use these modules to get the data of particular things. Okay, I will tell you what this keras does, what this pytorch does. Okay, next, automation. Everyone knows automation, testing, right? In this we have the selenium and beautiful soap. These are the important parameters we have. Okay, these are the important libraries we have for automation. Likewise, also GUI is there. We use Kinter and PyQt. Kinter is something used for creation of GUI, desktop applications. Okay, that gives an API. Okay, GUI it gives, that is nothing but, also it uses when it comes to gaming. Sometimes in games also we use this Kinter, that actually it gives the GUI, user interface, UI it gives. Okay, fine. Next, web scraping. Mostly you have heard about web scraping. Okay, there we are using Scrappy. This is one of the library you can say. For gaming also we have Pygame here. So these are all, if you see, for mobile application, Kiwi is there. For IoT devices, we can use MicroPython. Likewise, n number of, so total you see 15 plus real-time applications you can create with the help of Python. 15 plus total you can create, or more than that also. Actually 20 plus application you can create, 20-22 plus application you can create. I haven't mentioned lots of that, but 20 plus applications you can create with the help of Python, and in different domains. You check it out here. If you check GIS, geographical information system, have you heard about this using Python? No, but we can use. And what is GeoPandas is one of the library. Have you heard about these things? Because in nowadays, in every field, every domain, we can use this Python, and with the help of the n number of libraries, we can use it, we can modify it as per our requirement. Are you getting it? So this is all about the real time applications. In networking also, it is using Twisted async IO. Okay, it is comes under uh, synchronization of input output devices. Okay, synchronization, cyber security, text and document processing. I will show you how to generate pin, how to generate QR code with the help of Python, how to generate text, how to generate documents, how to convert the normal file into document PDF file. Everything I will explain you. Okay, it will take time, we have to be patient. Okay, and we have to be smooth, we have to go smoothly. The next is what we have also, something called PyDub libros. Like these libraries can convert audio into video, video into audio, and audio into a music as well. Got it? So these are lots of libraries. No need to remember these things. This is I am showing because if someone asks you that how many real-time applications you know, or Python can generate, Python can create, then at that time you should know about these things, that in these many domains Python can be used. Okay, simple it is. Okay, now I will start I will start with the history of Python. Okay, now you have to understand it. History of Python. Okay, yesterday I have asked the same question. Yeah. Yesterday I have asked the same question. Who is the creator of Python? Guido and
Guido,
Rossum.
okay, Guido van
When he
Rossum,
has created, they have
1981.
implemented in 1991. Okay,
Okay.
what if I say, what do you think? Which language is older? What do you think? Which
Fo-
language among all the
Fortran,
languages? Sorry.
Fortran, Fortran.
Okay, if I say Java, Python, C, not let's leave C. Java and Python. Which one is older? Java, right? Everyone knows that Java is older. What if I say Python is much more older than Java? Okay, so Python, they have created Python in 1980s. Okay, 1980s they have started creating the Python. Okay, after that, means the stone laid in 1980s. Okay, stone laid in 1980s, then they have started implementing the Python in the year what 1990s, 1991. Getting my point? Okay, so I will write, who is the inventor? Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum is the creator of Python. So I will write creator of Python, or I will write created the Python. Created the Python when in the late year, in the late 1980s. 1980s. So this is an interview question. They may ask you like this: when they have introduced Python. Introduction is different and implementation is different, right? So you have taken some knowledge from somewhere and you are keeping in your mind. Okay, will it make any difference? Will it make any difference when you implement that particular knowledge, when you implement in real time or real world, then only it will make some sense, right? So here also creation is different. Creation of Python happens when it happened in 1980s. Okay, next I will go for implementation starts. Okay, started in the year when 1991, you can say February 1991. Okay, Feb 1991, you can say. Got it? And also this is also one of the interview question: who is taking care of or who is managing Python now? Python Software Foundation, right? So PSF, I can say PSF, or Python Software Foundation is maintaining Python software. Okay, who is maintaining? PSF, Python Software Foundation. I will explain you why I have used this Python Software Foundation. Okay, why I have used this term PSF. I will explain you. Okay, and nowadays we have different versions as well. Different versions we have. Okay, some are using Python 3.5, still they are using Python 2.7. Some are using, those who are having good configuration, they are using Python 3.12, which is the latest version. Okay, and those who are having less configuration, they are using Python 2.7, 2.8, like as the older version. Okay, so how to download this? First of all, these are the history. Okay, and I will say Python 1.0 It is the initial version of Python 1.0. It was the initial version of Python and was released in the year 1994. 1994, okay, and has simplicity features of Python. Simple features. It has only few features of Python. Few features. Okay, I will write with few features. And every software required maintenance. Every software required updation, right? Here, after that, they have introduced Python 2.0. 2.0. When? In the year 2000. And now this Python, now people are getting recognized by the Python developer, because Python at that point, at that time, Python was getting into the market. Okay, after that, in the year 2000, introduced introduced and also I will explain you why Python and what are the languages which influence to make the Python. What are the languages they have used for making this Python, right? So I will write introduced most important features like garbage collector, and also Unicode supports. What is garbage collector for now? What is garbage collector for now? You just keep it aside. I will explain you when it comes to features. And today only we are going to start the features. Okay. So this is what the history of Python. Now the latest version 3.0 we are using, right? Python, the series 3.x we are using, right? 3.x means here x is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to nowadays it is giving what? 12. Okay, and probably next 4 or 5 months, in next 4 or 5 months they are going to release Python 13, 3.13, 13. Okay, so see, every feature coming with different sorry, every Python version is coming with different features. Like Python 2.0 introduced what? Like garbage collector and Unicode support. What is garbage collector? I will explain you. No need to worry now. Okay, garbage collector is simple. Okay, shall we start more thing? Okay, now this is history of Python. If somebody asks you now, who is the inventor of Python? Who has created Python? Guido van Rossum. Who is maintaining Python? PSF, Python Software Foundation. When they have laid the stone? 1980s. When they have started implementing? 1991. These things you should know. Before learning any languages, we should know the history of that. Okay? And from where Python has come into the market. Why this name Python? TV show. One serial. BBC serial was there. Comedy serial. Named Monty Python. The serial name was Monty Python. From there they got inspired, the Guido got inspired, and he has kept the name as Python. So Monty Python was one of the comedy serial, BBC serial. Okay, from there they have kept the name called Python. Okay, simple. Let's go for few more things. So I will go for, the question is why Python and from where it got inspired. or from where, which are the languages Guido got inspired and made the Python. Okay, so I will go for Python influenced from. Okay, Python influenced from. What are the languages? Basic four languages I will tell you now. Okay, I will give you the notes. Basic four languages I will tell you. First is programming C. Everyone knows C programming is one of most old language it is. Okay, it is the oldest language. C programming has the feature called functions or procedural oriented programming. Now, if you ask you what is procedural or function oriented, function is kind of a sub program of a main program. I will tell you what is function. Later on, we have the pure topic of function. Okay. So, from functional oriented programming or object oriented programming, Guido and Rossum got inspired to make Python, okay, from C programming. For what feature? Functional oriented. Okay, so I can say functional oriented from C programming, they got inspired because of functional oriented. Next is C++. C++ and Java, combination of both, because C++ is purely not C++. C++ is a combination of functional as well as object oriented. Okay, now what is object oriented? If I explain you now, you will get confused and you will throw papers on me. Okay, so better to leave it here because we have to start from the basic. Okay, we are not going to jump to the OOPS concept, to the multi-threading and to the advance of the Python. We are going to go slow. Okay, initial days we will go slow, then we will start our main subject. Okay, so second is C++ or Java also you can consider. Why? Because of object oriented programming. First is what? C programming, because of what? Functional oriented. Then C++ or Java for what? Object oriented. Also we have something called Perl scripting language. Perl, Perl. Okay, Perl is a scripting language, and for scripting purpose only they have got inspired from the Perl programming language. Third is Modulo 3. Fourth one is Modulo 3. I will explain you few more. Okay, so Modulo 3, initial days they have got inspired from ABC language for their easy syntaxes. Okay, shall we go? Let's start with first one. So Python has inspired from ABC language. ABC. Python has inspired from ABC language. So I will write it here. Python influenced from the following languages. Okay, following languages. What are they? First I am writing, that is ABC. Okay, ABC programming language. For what? ABC influenced Python. Okay, influenced Python's syntax. Okay, Python syntax and design design principle. Okay, design principle means what? See, Python has easy syntaxes. Everyone knows Python has easy syntaxes. From where? ABC programming language. Okay, so Python influenced from ABC programming language for what? Syntax and design principle. See, if we have Python as how we have Java, if the same similar fashion we have Python also, then what is the need of Python here? It should be more easier, it should be more attractive, right? And Python is attractive as well as easier. Why? Because of its easy syntax, how you are talking to us, how you are using your communication. simple way if you keep inside the programming, that is the Python. Yesterday also I have given one example of print, right? Print I have given. Input. When I say input, what do you understand by input? What do you understand by input? Yeah, tell me. Okay, what's your name? Good name? Bobby. So Bobby, give me one input. Any input. Anything you give. 10, 20, 30, number, string, 40. He is giving me 40 as an input. Who is giving? User is giving me. I am the programmer, or I am the program. I am the language. Okay. He is giving me one number called 40. So user is giving the input. Input is an English word. Input is an English word. General English word it is. Usually you are using input, right? So in programming also, in Python also, we have input function. What is the what is the purpose of input function? What it does? It takes the input from the user. Simple. So this is how Python is easy. When it comes to features, I will explain you in depth about the features as well as how Python makes the programming easy. That's why it is known as easiest programming language in the world. And with the help of this Python, we can also call different programming language into the Python programming. Are you getting my point? Whenever we are writing a Python code, let's suppose you have created one application of Python. Okay. Now you want some other programming language also to give its most important features to the Python. Okay, let me explain you with example. YouTube, everyone knows. For 50% of YouTube has been written in C programming. How many? How much? 50%. 50% of the code written in C programming. Why? Because of its most valuable feature. That is nothing but the pointer. I'm not going to explain you what is C programming here. Just I'm telling you. YouTube has 50% of code written in what language? C programming. 40% of code written in 30 or 40% of code written in Python programming. Combination of two programs. Combination of two program it is there. 10% of rest of the programming like front end and all this. So Python can also extend its features, to different programming languages. Python can reuse it. Python can use other programming languages to its own programming language into it. Okay, I will explain you in deep about this. So ABC influenced for what? Okay, the Python influenced from ABC for what? Syntax and design principle. Okay, okay. Next is C programming, or I will go for second, modulo. Modulo 3. Just now I have told you what is modulo 3. Modulo 3 is one of the module based programming language. Okay, now what is module based programming language? Again, when it comes to features, I will explain you in deep. Okay, so for now, just you write it like module 3 influenced Python's module system and exception handling mechanism. Okay, module 3 influenced Python's module system and exception handling mechanisms. Okay, I will explain you what is exception handling, what is module 3. These things we should keep in our mind. These are the basic terms. These are the basic things we are learning here. Don't think what sir is saying exception handling, what is this modulo system, what is modulo 3. This is, just keep in mind that these are the languages that influenced Python. Okay, next let's go for another one. This is second one. Third one is C programming. Okay, is C programming. Already I have explained you for what, functional oriented programming. Those who are from CS background, they may know about the functional oriented, what is functional, what is object oriented. Those who are not, no need to worry. I will explain you each and every topic in depth of each and every topic. I am going to explain you. Okay, few initial days you will feel like theory part. Okay, initial few days, 1 or 2 more days, you will feel theory part, but after that I will explain with the examples. Okay, with the examples I will explain C programming. So Python, simply I will do one thing. Okay, C programming influenced Python's statements, or we can say syntax for statements and expressions, uh, making it familiar to C programming. Okay, what is this statement? What is expression? That all comes under conditional statement. Okay, so simple it is. If we are having any condition, that is a conditional statement, like if condition, else condition. When it comes to looping, we have for loop, we have while loop. Okay, likewise we have different kind of conditional and looping statement. I will explain you. So for what C, first is syntax, and for procedural. Also we can call it as procedural or functional. Functional programming. Okay, got it? Shall we go ahead? Next is also C++. We have multiple n number. I can write n number of this. Okay, so I will go for last one. That is Perl. Perl is what? One of the scripting language. So Python influenced by Perl for scripting purpose. Scripting purpose. Okay, for what? Scripting purpose. Now I will explain you. Tomorrow I will explain you one more important thing. I will explain you now the features of Python. Features of Python. Okay, this is the much more important topic of Python, because everyone should know what are the features, what are the advantage in Python we have, and what makes Python different from other languages. Okay, first, so let me start with first one. Okay, the features of Python, that means characteristics of Python. Okay, that means what? Characteristics of Python. And what are the features? First I will write simple. Simple. Okay, simple, or we can say easy. Simple or easy. Second I will write, it is also a freeware freeware, and open source. Open source. Okay, freeware and open source. Third one, which is platform dependent. And this topic only, we are going to see 11 features. Okay, we are going to see 11 features, and this only will take 2 days because I'm going to explain you in depth about these features. So next 2 days is much more crucial. Don't miss any class. Okay. Fourth one. Fourth one. Platform independent. Okay. Fourth one. Interpreted, or I will write dynamically typed. First, I will explain you dynamically typed. Fifth one. Fifth one I will explain. That is interpreted programming language. Okay. Sixth, these are much important, these are most important features. Next, the five features, six features are kind of a not so important to learn. Okay, but this five is really important. Okay, next, this is fifth. Embedded. Embedded. Sixth one, that is extensible. Extensible. Seventh one. Okay. Fifth, this is sixth, this is seventh, this is eighth. Eighth is nothing but uh, object oriented. Object oriented programming. Okay. Ninth one. Ninth one, that is extensible embedded, and this is third party. Supports, it supports third party APIs. Okay, API. Third party API. Tenth one. So it is simple, freeware and open source, platform independent, dynamically typed, interpreted, embedded, extensible. Okay. So one more I forgot here. After fifth one, I will go for sixth one as robust. Python is one of the robust programming language. Okay. What makes Python as a robust programming language? I will explain. And what is the robust meaning? The robust meaning is nothing but strong. Python is one of the strong programming language. Okay, fine. So this is seventh, this is eighth, this is ninth. Okay, this is ninth one, and this is 10th one. Fine. One more is there. Mm, robust. Okay, I will explain you first this. First, this simple I will explain. Okay. So what makes Python simple or easy? Okay. First, so there are three technical factors. Three technical factors that make Python easy or please mute yourself. Sai Krishna. Sai Krishna, please mute yourself. Okay. So there are three technical factors that makes Python easy and simple programming language. Simple programming language, and they are first I'm going to explain you one by one. First one is, it has rich set of APIs. It has rich set of APIs. Now the question is, what is API? What is API? What is API? Application Programming Interface. So everyone knows only the full form, right? Yes. Yes or no? In South, mostly people use the initial name as KJ, right? That is, behind that some full name is there. Behind that full name is there. If I'm asking what is J, what is K, what you are explaining? Will you explain full form, or will you explain the behind whatever it is? You have to explain. You have to, whenever I am asking what is API, what is GUI, you have to explain the particular concept behind that. I also know that API means application programming interface. I am not asking what is the full form. When I say what is the full form of API, then you should say application programming interface. I am asking what is API. Now the question is, what is API here? Okay. So API is the collection of modules. Is the collection of modules. You can also call it as library. Okay, you can also call it as library. So what is API now? What is API? Collection of modules. So this is the collection. API is the collection of module. Now question is, what is module? What is module? Now I'll explain you. Module is the collection of, yes. Okay, collection of, that is, instruction means everything is instruction only. If I'm writing age equals to 10, that is also one of the instruction. If I'm writing simple program, that is also one of the instruction. If I bind all those instruction into a single unit, that is nothing but an module. And that also module has lots of uh, parameters. What parameters? So module is the collection of, see here, classes, variables, and functions. Yes, now tell me, what is the collection, what is API? Collection of modules. What is modules? Okay, I will explain you why we are calling this module is a collection of classes, variables, and functions. Okay, now I will give you simple example. First I will give you one example, then you will understand. Okay, before starting any program, I will go for in history. I forgot one thing, that to download the software, you or go to www.python.org. Okay, let's go simple. You open the Chrome. How to download Python software, then I will explain you after 10 class. I will explain you how to download different environments. Okay, different software to run the Python code. So let's go for this. Here simply you go python.org. Okay, if you click here, this is the official website of Python. No need to go anywhere. Simply you can come here and download the Python. Second point is that only. Second point is that only. What is second point? Freeware and open source. So I will explain you how to download Python on that time. Okay, fine. So first technical factor is what? First technical factor is what? Spell it out. It has rich set of API. API is the collection of modules. Module is the collection of, always remember, module is the collection of classes, variables and functions. Okay, you can also call it as classes, function and variables. Okay, I will explain you why we are calling this as collection of classes, variables and functions. Let's suppose, okay, I'm giving you one example. Okay, simple general example I'm giving you. Bobby, what type of book you are reading? You read often what type of book you read? Comedy. Any novel? No. What's your good name? Sahitya. What type of book you read? Crime thrill. That is also comes under novel. Kind of a novel you can say, right? Okay. In a library, everyone knows library, book library. Okay. She wants something thriller kind of book she wants. Okay. Where to go? Should she go for any mathematics kind of area? Where should she go? Thriller. Where novel, they have kept the novel somewhere. Okay. That is a particular area, right? That is a particular area. So if she wants the thriller kind of book, if she wants the novel of thriller kind of, then she should go for particular area where they have kept the novels of that particular genre, right? Am I right? Here also only we have to take the particular library name. Everything they have kept. Who has kept? The program, those who have created the Python. Everything they have already defined, everything they have already kept inside that particular library. Only thing we have to import. What is import? Import is a keyword. For importing anything, let's suppose Bobby has interest in mobile phones, but he wants mobile to import from China. What he is doing? What he is doing? Importing from the other country. Importing from the other country. Here in programming also, we are importing different types of APIs, different types of modules, you can say. What is module now? Now I will explain you why we are calling this. Let's suppose this is what? Read it. Import of calendar. Calendar is one of the module, or you can also call it as library. Okay, from library I want month. How she wants the thriller book? I want the month. Which month? Of this year, or let's suppose the calendar of this year, 2024. Let's check it. We now, once I press the enter key, now this line has been executed. If there is no error, means this line has been executed. After this, you check it. I am writing calendar dot calendar of 2024. How many lines it requires to write this? 2 lines. Simply I can also take one variable, or let's take calendar variable is equals to, I am storing inside this. Okay, I am storing inside this. Click it. Print of CL. Check it. What we got? Calendar of 2024. How many lines it requires? 3 lines. I can also make this as 2 lines of code. One is for importing, one is for printing it. Now I will explain you how to do this. Is it visible? Let's make this. Okay, now is it visible? Simply, instead of taking inside this cal, I will just go for print of. Okay, again I will go. Okay, let's make one more. Yeah, import. What should I import? Calendar. Calendar is what? Calendar is what? Calendar is library. It is a module, right? So to write this in two lines, I will write calendar dot calendar of 2024. Simple it is. Same thing we are getting. Instead of 3 line, I can go for 2 lines as well. Okay. Now, what is the module and why we are calling this as a collection of classes, variables, and functions? Now you see this calendar. Inside this print, we have written what? Calendar. Okay. If you are thinking that sir has started already the programming terms, we haven't started yet. Just I am explaining you what is the meaning of classes, variables, and functions here. Why the module is known as the collection of classes, variable, and function. Okay. Inside this print, if you see, one more calendar is there. Okay. So this calendar is what? First, this calendar is what? It is a module, or we can say library. It is a collection of class. So first, this calendar is what? It is a class. It is a class. It is a function. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Let me explain you one more time. Module is a collection of classes. So we are keeping class. Dot. We are also calling the function. So calendar is also one of the. These are not same. Calendar. These are not same. One more time I'm telling. These are not same. Everything, whatever we are writing, everything has its own task, different tasks to perform. Calendar is a module. Inside this module, we have calendar class. Inside this class, we have calendar function. And inside this function, we are taking the variable. What variable it is? 2024. So what is module now? Collection of classes, functions, variables. Did you get now? Okay, let me explain you one more example. Again, I am importing the one. What it is? Random. Random is what? Module. Okay. Check it. Print of. Print of. Everyone knows PIN. OTP. How many digit? It could be 4 or 6. Right? 4 or. It is a random digit. Random 4-digit generated. Right? Whenever we see any OTP, every time, whenever we try multiple time to get the OTP, it will give what? Different numbers, 4 or 6 different numbers, right? Shall we go now to generate OTP program? How simple it is, you see. With the help of this library, we are going to use classes, functions, variables. Okay, now you check it. Random is a class dot randint. Randint it is one of the function. Inside this, I am going to take the parameter, or also we can call it as variable. Okay, of in between 000 and 999, it is going to generate the OTP. Okay, fine. Okay, what it is? 94. Did I give anything? Just I have written random dot randint of 0002 4 times 9. Okay, again you go for it. Different or same? Different it is. Same. Who's saying same? Okay, let's go one more time. Same or different? Same or different? So every time whenever we write this code, it will give different OTP. And you have, if you learn this, you have created first program to generate the OTP. No, it is not the same code. Huh. If you are writing a OTP program, you can easily go for this.
Excuse
Okay.
me, sir.
Now here, yeah, go ahead.
But without importing, can't be directly print, sir.
Sorry.
Without importing, can't we directly print the single line?
No, no, no. Without importing, we cannot use any module. Okay. Importing any module is mandatory here. Got it?
Yeah.
Without importing any mobile phone from China, can Bobby use that phone? Is it possible? No, right? So we have to import every time. Whatever the library we are using, whatever the module we are using, we have to import it. And there is one more concept. We can also create our own module. Okay? Just how to get the items, to get the equipments and assemble it to make a mobile phone. Okay, here also to create our own module, we can also write the own module, user defined or programmer defined. We should not say user defined. I will explain you why. It is, we are calling it as programmer defined. Okay, so programmer also can define the module, its own module. These are inbuilt module: random, calendar, time, date. These are what? Inbuilt module. Inbuilt means predefined module. It is already the developers, the Python software foundation people, they have already defined it, and we are using multiple times. We can use it. Okay, multiple times we can use this module. Got it? So now if somebody asks you what is the module, what is API, simply you say API is the collection of modules. Module is the collection of classes, variables and functions. I will explain you what is function, what is variable, what is classes. Okay, in further classes we are going to see those things only. Got it? Okay, now this is one factor. This is factor number one. How many factors we have? Three technical factors. So I will write three. Second is, okay, it has a rich set of APIs. Now examples, if you see examples, tell me. Just now we have seen the example. Calendar. Or random. Random. Calendar is a module. OTP is not a module. Random is a module. Okay. Calendar is a module. Random is a module. OTP is just the program of that. Got it? Okay. More you can say date, date, time, more, lots of we have. Lots of, no speed. Okay. Date, time, and more if you want. Mm, you can take this re also, one of the module. It is for regular expression. Okay, so we have a number of modules. Okay, we have separate topics. Topic we have modules. Okay, there we will see in depth of what is module. I will explain you each and every module what I have written here. Each and every module I will explain in depth. Okay, fine. Second factor, what is second factor? Second factor, it provides it provides inbuilt garbage collector. It provides what? Inbuilt garbage collector. Okay, should I stop it here? Continue. It's already 12. Okay, fine. So it provides inbuilt garbage collector. More 5 minutes I'm going to take. What is garbage collector now? What is garbage collector now? Which collects the garbage. But what collects a collection of garbage? Why we are using this garbage collector or garbage word here? Okay, let's suppose one person is there. He wants to throw party to their friends. Okay, and he has thrown. At midnight, all the people they have eaten, they ate all that, and they went out. Okay. Now, while eating, that plate has occupied. All the plates are being occupied, right? We cannot use it. We cannot throw to the waste, right? That all plates are occupied means they are still in work, still in process, right? After completion of the eating process, they will keep the plate in the table. On the table they will keep the plate. Now, are that plate or does that plate is still on a process? No, the eating process is completed. Now that is garbage. That plate is what? Garbage. We have to collect all that plates and we have to throw it out, or we have to throw the waste of the plates, right? Here also, where we are throwing? Into the dustbin. So dustbin is what? Garbage collector, right? It collects the unused stuffs, right? Here also in programming term also, garbage collector is nothing but to collect the unused memory. What is the purpose of garbage collector? To collect the unused memory. I will explain you how. Okay, I'm just giving you example and we'll wind up here. Okay, let's suppose I am taking a is equals to 10. What I am doing here, what how programming I am writing here, no need to worry, I will explain you. Okay, so a is equals to 10. It is a is storing 10, just like your name is storing. Let's suppose name is equals to your name Bobby. So that name is storing what is storing? Bobby. Okay, here also a is what? Variable. A is what? The variable. I will explain you what is variable, what is identifier, what is literal. Everything I will explain. But now, for now, you understand that 10 is being stored inside what? A variable. Okay. Now, still A is in use. A is in use because we have stored the 10 value inside the A. So A is keeping, if I print of A, what it is? 10, right? Simple it is. Next, I am keeping A is equals to 20. Will it print A is equals to 10 or will it print A is equals to 20 now? Okay, let's go for it. Print of A. A or 10 and 20? 20. Why? New assigned value. So this A is now what? Unused memory. This A reference is what now? Unused memory. And this will get collected by whom? Garbage collector. Simple it is. Are you getting it? Again I will tell you. B is equals to, okay, let's go for A is equals to 10. B is equals to A. Okay, B is equals to A. Now one operator is there called delete. Let's delete this A. Now it is going to manually, we are deleting it. Manually we are collecting the unused memory. Okay, and keeping the space free. Also the purpose of garbage collector is what? To what? To collect unused memory and free up the space. Now when I say free up the space means here a is equals to 10 is taking some memory, right? Even though you are not seeing any movie, if you are keeping any movie inside your phone, that is also taking some memory, right? Even though you are not using it, you are not seeing it, that is taking some memory. Here also in Python also, if we are creating any kind of variable which is storing any value, that means it is taking the memory, whatever it is, whatever it is. Even though you are taking a is equals to a blank space, like if you are taking a is equals to blank space like this is known as empty string. Okay, now you check it. If I check id of a, it is keeping some id means the address. Okay, it is keeping some address. Are you getting it? So if any variable is keeping in the address, that means it is also taking the memory. Are you getting it? Yes or no? Okay, simple example I am giving you. One photo is there in your phone, okay, but you are not using that photo. Just you have kept inside the phone, but you are not even using that photo, not even seeing once that photo. Okay, will that take any memory or not? Obviously it will take the memory. Simple like this also, even though we are not storing anything, it is going to take the memory address as well as the space. Okay, fine. To clear this memory, to clear this unused memory, what is there? Called garbage collector. Okay, so garbage collector purpose is what? To collect the unused memory. Here, okay, one more time, a is equals to 10, b is equals to a, and now I am deleting this a. Deleting a means deleting the photo permanently. Deleting the photo permanently means space will also free, we are also freeing up the space, right? If I delete a, you check, if I print a now, print of a, what we are getting? Error. This is known as what error? Name error. What it is saying? Name a is not defined. Now a is no more here. The reference of a has gone now. Okay, but b is storing the a. If you check b now, what it is? 10. We have kept a inside the b, means b is storing the reference of the a. Are you getting it? So the purpose of garbage collector is nothing but to collect the unused memory and free up the memory space. That also enhance the efficiency, or we can say performance of the programming language. If you have unused, obviously in your phone also, if you are keeping, if you keep on keeping anything unwanted data inside your mobile phone, obviously it will increase your memory space. Not memory space, it will increase your ram storage, right? And at some point of time it will show that storage is. For that, what you have to do? Free up the space. What you are not using, or the thing which is not in use, simply you will delete it, right? Simple. Same, garbage collector does the same. What it does? Collects the unused memory, free up the space, improve the performance of the programming language. Got it? So today what we have seen? Simple and easy. Why Python is simple? Because of three technical factors. One is what? It has a rich set of APIs. What is API? Collection of modules. What is modules?
Collection of class,
Function.
variables, and functions.
Okay. First. Second is what?
It provides in the
It has
garbage collector.
inbuilt garbage collector. See, every programming language has its own garbage collector. Okay, in Python also we have inbuilt garbage collector, and only purpose of inbuilt garbage collector, no matter what programming language we are using, the purpose of that is what? To collect unused memory. Got it? Third one I will explain you tomorrow. One more thing. So how Python is easy here? For that simple programming, it is simple. Is it a simple programming language? Yes or no? Writing two line of code is much simpler than writing, or let's take, check it. Just to get, just to get this, just to get this, how many lines of code you are writing? Yes, almost we can say 50 plus line of code we are writing here. See, okay. And how many line of code here we are writing? Two. Code reduced. Okay, this is what which makes Python easy to learn, and that makes Python easiest language and simple language. Okay, that doesn't mean, if I'm saying easy, that doesn't mean it has no features. It has lots of features, advanced features it has. Okay. Shall we stop it here? Do you have any question? Yes, online guys, do you have any question? Yes. No questions? Shall we stop it? Okay. Okay, thank you so much guys. Acha, one more time, let me clear you few more things. Yesterday I have shown you everything. What are the things we are going to provide you? Okay. Recorded session also we are going to provide you. Every day, for every session we are going to provide you recorded session. Okay. As well as internship, project, lab session, daily practice, weekly mock test, weekly interviews, not weekly, twice in a week, or sorry, in 2 weeks we'll go for one interview, one mock interview. Okay. Then notes, obviously we'll provide you notes after the enrollment. We will give you the access to the Google Classroom. Okay, then you can access the class notes and recordings as well. Okay, do you have any question now? Shall we stop it? Okay, thank you so much guys. See you tomorrow, and join with the same energy. Okay, thank you. Okay, two things wanted to clarify. Are you going to cover Python plus database? Yes. Vijay Raj, yes, I'm going to cover Python plus database. No, Python with MySQL, not microservice. I will just give you the overview with the Python. We have separate database we have. Okay, there we will continue with database concept, and there you have SQL plus, yeah, Angular plus React. Yes, only React is there, Vijay Raj. Only React is there. Okay.